peer pressure represents one of the most significant challenges young people face as they navigate friendships and social situations. It's the internal or external pressure to behave in certain ways to fit in with a group, and it can begin as early as age 10 when social groups start forming in elementary school. Understanding how to respond confidently to these situations can make the difference between making choices aligned with personal values or compromising them to please others. The most challenging aspect of peer pressure isn't just recognizing it exists, but developing the skills to respond effectively when relationships feel at stake. Many young people worry that saying no will cost them friendships or social standing. This fear can feel overwhelming, especially during adolescence, when peer relationships carry tremendous weight in daily life. Simply telling young people to just say no isn't realistic or particularly helpful without providing concrete strategies and practice. The phrase sounds simple, but executing it requires confidence, preparation, and specific social skills that need to be developed over time. Young people need practical tools they can use in real-world situations when they feel pressured. Creating an environment of open communication from an early age provides the foundation for helping young people navigate peer pressure successfully. Parents should look for opportunities to discuss pressure situations their children have witnessed or experienced, asking how those situations made them feel. This ongoing dialogue builds trust and ensures young people know they have support when facing difficult decisions. Practicing different scenarios prepares young people to respond confidently when real situations arise. Role-playing various peer pressure situations helps them develop automatic responses they can draw upon when feeling stressed or uncertain. This practice removes the element of surprise and gives them mental rehearsal for maintaining their boundaries. One effective strategy involves developing a simple, memorable phrase that can be used in multiple situations. For younger children, this might be a firm, "No, thank you," while older teens might say, "Nah, I'm good," or "I'm not into that stuff." The key is having a go-to response that feels natural and doesn't require extensive explanation in the moment. Body language plays a crucial role in communicating a confident refusal. Standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking in a clear, firm voice all reinforce the verbal no and make it more convincing. When body language and words align, the message becomes much more powerful and harder for others to dismiss. Using parents as an excuse provides a practical exit strategy that doesn't require young people to defend their personal choices. Saying, "I would be in so much trouble if my parents found out, and they always find out," shifts the focus away from judgment of others' choices. This approach helps maintain friendships while still declining to participate in risky behaviors. Giving a reason why something is a bad idea can sometimes help peers understand the refusal isn't personal. Explaining concerns about consequences, sharing knowledge about risks, or mentioning how similar situations have affected others can open dialogue. However, young people should understand they never owe anyone a detailed explanation for protecting their well-being. Humor can diffuse tension in some peer pressure situations, allowing young people to decline without creating confrontation. Making a joke while still maintaining boundaries shows social awareness and can preserve relationships while standing firm. This technique works best when the situation isn't dangerous, and the refusal can be lighthearted without undermining its seriousness. Sometimes the best response involves simply removing oneself from the situation without extensive discussion or explanation. Walking away, suggesting an alternative activity, or claiming another obligation can all be effective strategies. Physical distance creates space for clearer thinking and removes immediate pressure to conform. Peer pressure extends beyond in-person interactions into digital spaces where young people face encouragement to engage in risky behaviors through social media. Messages, posts, and images can create pressure to participate in challenges, share inappropriate content, or engage in harmful activities. The same refusal skills apply online, with the added option of not responding or blocking problematic contacts. Helping young people identify their core values provides an internal compass for decision-making when facing peer pressure. When they're clear about what matters most to them, whether that's health, family trust, future goals, or personal integrity, choices become easier. Values serve as anchors during moments when social pressure feels intense. Real friendships respect boundaries and don't require compromising personal values to maintain the relationship. Young people need to understand that friends who consistently pressure them to act against their better judgment may not have their best interests at heart. Quality friendships support individual choices even when they differ from group behavior. The friends young people choose significantly influence their exposure to peer pressure and their likelihood of engaging in risky behaviors. Surrounding themselves with peers who share similar values and make healthy choices reduces the frequency and intensity of pressure situations. While diverse friendships enrich life, core friend groups ideally support positive decision-making. Parents should share their own experiences with peer pressure when appropriate, helping young people understand these challenges span generations. Modeling healthy behaviors with friends and family demonstrates how adults navigate relationships while maintaining boundaries. These real-life examples make the concepts tangible rather than abstract rules. Establishing both a primary plan and backup plan for handling peer pressure situations gives young people confidence that they have options. Brainstorming creative exit strategies together, like having a code word for needing pickup or practicing how to call for help, ensures they won't feel trapped. Knowing escape routes exist reduces anxiety about entering social situations. Teaching assertiveness differs from teaching aggression, and young people need to understand this distinction. Assertiveness means clearly stating needs and boundaries while respecting others, whereas aggression attacks or demeans others. Practicing assertive communication helps young people advocate for themselves without damaging relationships unnecessarily. Young people should know which trusted adults they can approach when facing peer pressure or other challenges, whether it's parents, teachers, coaches, counselors, or other mentors. Having identified support people reduces isolation. Reassuring them that seeking help shows strength, not weakness, encourages them to reach out when needed. Peer pressure isn't always negative, and recognizing positive peer influence helps provide balanced perspective. Friends can encourage studying, trying new healthy activities, volunteering, or developing talents. Understanding that peer influence works both ways helps young people become positive influencers themselves within their social circles. The ability to say no and mean it develops over time through practice, support, and increasing maturity. Young people will make mistakes, face setbacks, and sometimes give in to pressure despite their best intentions. Treating these moments as learning opportunities rather than failures helps build resilience and improves future responses. Building confidence in resisting peer pressure ultimately comes from developing a strong sense of self and practicing concrete social skills. When young people know who they are, what they value, and how to communicate their boundaries effectively, they gain the strength needed to make wise choices. This foundation serves them not just during adolescence, but throughout their lives as they navigate countless situations requiring courage to stand firm. The goal isn't to isolate young people from peer influence or create rigid, inflexible thinkers, but rather to equip them with tools for thoughtful decision-making. Throughout life, everyone encounters people with different values and choices, and learning to maintain personal integrity while respectfully interacting with others represents a vital life skill. These peer pressure challenges during youth provide valuable practice for the complex social navigation required in adulthood.